Hey everybody, good afternoon. Welcome. Welcome back. Happy Saturday. And if you're just still getting settled, we'll take about 1 more minute. If you are settled and you're lying down on your back, that's great. You can eventually make your way there. If you're still collecting your things, get something to drink, have some water by you in case you want to have a sip along the way. And it's nice to be here. It's nice to practice with all of you. Okay, we'll be guiding an urban fit practice today, and if you have just started practicing with us, or if you've been practicing for a while and you can't quite tell the difference between a fit and a flow, the basic premise is fit is a really good practice to build the foundation of the breath into every single movement. As we know, flow in Vinyasa Yoga depends and heavily relies upon the breath to move the body, and so those sequences can get you going pretty swiftly at times. This is still probably slower than most other physical activities that you do, but it can get you going. And so fit is just going to take some of those more complex transitions that require the breath out and build in a bit more of a foundation. So you should really be able to feel the breath supporting you all the way through your entire practice for the next 60 minutes. Okay, if you're not there yet, go ahead and lie down onto your back. We're going to start in Shavasana today. And then once you lie down onto your back, flatten your shoulders, bring the soles of your feet together, and let your knees fall apart. If you're streaming music and you want to turn on a playlist, you have the Spotify account. You can go to Joe Komar on Spotify, and then you can choose any playlist. The fits or the flows will work for any of these experiences. And once you get onto your back with your knees apart, take your hands on your inner thighs, and that adds a little bit of weight, and so that you can feel the subtle stretch. For some of us, it can be a little bit more intense than others, but notice the feeling that you're getting through your inner thighs and your hips, and possibly even into your low back. And draw a soft focus and awareness to your breathing as you watch the belly rise and fall. So as you inhale, and the belly is going to lift up. And as you exhale, the belly is going to come down. Again, inhale, the belly is going to come up. And exhale, the belly is going to come down. And do one more like this. Inhale, belly to rise. And exhale, let the belly come back down. Great. Take your hands to your outer thighs. Draw your knees up towards each other so they touch. And bring your knees into your chest, hands onto your shins. Keep your low back nice and flat. Use your arm muscles. Ground through your back body and your shoulders. And squeeze. Now as you squeeze, and see if you can slide the breath down into your hip creases. In the part that you're squeezing into, breathe down into that space. And bring both hands over onto your right shin. Kick your left leg back out onto the mat straight. And you'll feel your left hip release as you draw your right knee closer into your chest. And if the eyes are closed, open the eyes. Let them settle on one spot on the ceiling. You can relax the muscles on your face, seal your lips, and begin to elongate your breaths by slowing down your exhale and drawing in and up through the torso on your inhalation. And on your exhale, you might go a little bit deeper, find some more space, As you're getting warmed up, bring your left knee into your chest, switch your grip onto your left shin, and release your right leg long onto the mat. And you notice how your mind can associate into the release on one side, the newfound and compression opportunity, and to detoxify the body on the other. So as we draw in the jaw and the neck, he remains relaxed. We're not gripping and tightening and tensing the muscles around the eyes and the cheeks and the forehead. And that would just be too much, and it would be pulling you away from the opportunity to balance the breath and to feel the breath at the forefront of your experience. And bring your right knee back in, hands onto your shins. And this time, bring your forehead up to your knees. Reach your arms all the way around your shins and give yourself a nice big squeeze. Keep the knees into the chest as you roll your shoulders and head down. And tuck your thumbs under your bum. So you're going to sit on the back of your hands and supporting your pelvis with a slight little tilt. And then extend both legs straight up towards the ceiling. I think we did this at the end of the practice the other day. Now we're doing it at the beginning. And if your legs don't go completely straight, or that puts too much weight into your low back, and put a little bend to your knees. If you can straighten your legs, big toes together, and separate your heels about 3 inches apart. Firm the thighs, draw the toes back towards the knees, and start to feel your belly activate. So you're not loading the legs with weight, right? You're not carrying the weight of your body on your legs right now, but you can feel in the isolation of the muscles and the thighs. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, lower your legs halfway down. You'll feel your pelvis on your hands, creating compression on your hands. And once you're hovering your legs halfway down, point your toes. And so you're extending your ankles. Notice if that's lifting your low back. Keep your low back flat and draw into your core strength. And hips stay square. Bring your right knee in towards your chest. And then switch. Right leg straight. Bring your left knee towards your chest. Any amount. Right knee in, left leg out. And then left knee in, right leg out. And now just go side to side. Switch, switch, switch. Feeling into your hip flexors and connecting into your belly and grounding your awareness into your upper back. So there's a lot going on physically. Make sure you're breathing. Lips sealed, side to side. And breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your nose for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your feet down onto the mat. Lift your bum up. Slide your hands out. And bring your bum back down. Take your arms over your head. And reset your head, chin to your chest, and you can feel an upper body stretch. Reach, feel your ribs lift. And roll over onto your right side. Use your left hand, make your way into all fours, tabletop. As you line yourself up, hands and knees. And so really we don't want to go any wider than our shoulders and our hips. We need to draw ourselves into the midline. And steady your gaze down in between your thumbs. And draw your outer ribs in. You'll see that takes some of the curve out of the spine. Flat through the back. Now there's proportionate and kind of examples playing themselves out in yoga poses. Like, are the arms, is with my body a little longer than the upper leg from the knee to the hip? You're going to see this. Other people, your arms will be almost exactly the same length as your upper legs, and you'll see a nice flat back. So I've got a little ascending line to my spine, all good. Inhale, tuck your toes, and exhale, press back into your downward facing dog. And all to say is you connect to the breath and feel the experience draw you inward, and so that you can relate to your body. And so many times people look at pictures of yoga poses and think, and that's what I have to make my body look like. And quite the contrary, as you feel it, you'll pick up those functional anatomical cues, and that will help you go in a direction so that you can feel and the space and the breath moving through your body, and then what it looks like from there. You just want to breathe into it. In your down dog, little bend to your knees, tailbone lifts up. And we're rocking the pelvis forward, grounding down through the hands. Feel the upper back. Turn your elbows in slightly towards each other. So you didn't move the hands, you just turn the elbows in slightly. And begin to walk your hands, flat hands, back to your feet. And we end up at the back of the mat. Heel toe your feet together so your big toes touch. And notice it's just like what you did when you were lying down on your back. And your legs are straight. Press your feet down into the ground, and you should feel sensation up the back of your legs. Slide the hands up the front of your shins. Keep your arms straight, and then roll your heart forward. Shoulders away from your ears. Neck is long. Work into a flat back. So you really got to pull the head, neck out of the shoulders. Keep your feet grounded. Reach through your chest a little more. Gaze beyond the middle part of your mat. And exhale, slide the hands back down, forehead into your knees. And let your arms and your head hang heavy. You bend your knees considerably. Take an inhale, lift halfway. Fingertips are still on the ground this time. And then exhale, fold, straighten your legs, come back down. Okay, now legs stay straight. Inhale, lift halfway, fingertips on the ground. And exhale, fold, forehead to your knees. Stand up, inhale, rise, circle the arms over your head. And low belly in, exhale, bring your hands to your heart. And so you're wrapping the waist back in towards the center line of your body. Feel your feet, keep your belly toned, bring your arms down by your sides. Chest lifts proud, and the big toe mounds press down. That's just behind the actual big toe. The big toe mound and the ball of your foot. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, dive, forward fold, hands to the mat. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen your spine. Exhale, walk your hands out in front and come into a high plank, high push-up. Big toes together, move your right hand forward 3 inches. Roll to the outer edge of your right foot, legs stack, press the ground away and reach your left arm up, side plank. If you lift your bottom hip, slide your heart forward and then turn your gaze sideways. Feel the breath lift you up. As the exhale leaves the body, it draws and the physicality of the body, the muscular system back into the midline. And so holding strong on your exhale and bringing in more air, more oxygen, and for your muscles on the inhale. And gently bring your gaze and left hand down onto the ground. Square yourself to plank. Kick through your heels. Feel your thighs. Excellent. Big toes together. Roll to the outer edge of your left foot. Firm your left hand down into the ground. And then reach your right arm up. Side plank. If it's too much on your bottom arm and the shoulder and the hand and the wrist, and you can always support. And with your top leg, foot on the ground, or your bottom leg, knee on the ground. Breathe for 3, 2. Gaze and right hand down. Gently roll back into your high plank. Take an inhale, kick through your heels. Proud to your chest, knit your ribs in. Everybody take your knees down. Spread them as wide as your mat. Untuck your toes, hands stay where they are, and come back into a child's pose. As you slide the head down in between the arms, forehead can rest onto the mat. 3 breaths here, child's pose. With your inhale, rise up, all fours, bring your knees together so they touch. We'll keep the knees on the ground, lift the chin, draw your low belly in, shift forward, and bend the arms, lower halfway down, elbows to ribs, press back up, that's 1. Lower halfway down, press back up, that's 2. Let's go a little faster to 10 now. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep the elbows in. 9 and 10. Tabletop, hips over your knees. Bring your right hand closer to your left hand. Step your right foot forward to the outside of your right hand. And stay up onto your hands. Pull your heart through as you slide your left knee back. And so we're working our way into a low lunge. And with your heart rolling up, you can soften the chin down. Feel the hip sensation throughout the legs. And feel the lips come into your yoga breath. As you've been practicing, poses, and distractions, attachments will try to pull you away from your breath. And then you can bring your soft focus back to your breath. You feel as you steadily connect into the opportunity to be here. Physically, we cannot be in two places at the same time. So on the mat is a great place and to acknowledge this is the one place and that we can be. With your hands flat, slide your right foot back, come on to all fours. Feel the outer right hip release. Keep your left knee down to the ground. Kick your right leg straight back behind you. And draw your ribs in. Little dome through the upper back. And as you kick through your right heel, reach your left arm forward. And then chin down. Gaze steady. Feel your belly. Take a breath into your body. And exhale, left knee to your right or right knee to your left elbow. Crunch. Inhale, kick back, reach forward. Exhale, elbow to knee, crunch. Inhale, kick back, reach forward. Exhale, elbow to knee, crunch. Great, kick back, reach forward. Bring your left hand down, tuck your left toes under, look down, lift your hips up, three-legged downward facing dog. Kick through your right heel, draw your belly in as you press your hands down, take an inhale. And exhale, step your right foot in between your hands to lunge. So now your right foot is in between your hands. Kick through your left heel, roll the back heel over your toes. Ground through the sole center of your front foot, reach your arms back by your sides. 3 breaths, you guys, right here. Feel the strength in your arms from your yogi push-ups. Feel the space in your hips. Activate the strength in your legs. And bring your hands back down to the ground. Step back into a high plank, big toes together. Draw your belly in, 3 yogi push-ups with the knees up. Bend the arms, lower halfway down, press up. Bend the arms, press up. One more, bend the arms, press up, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Shoulders away from your ears. On the exhale, bring your knees down onto the ground. Bring your left hand closer to your right hand. Step your left foot forward to lunge. Low lunge, slide your right knee back. Use the arms, kickstand the heart. This side can feel totally different than the first side. Even symmetrical parts of our bodies have different ways and that they have developed. No 2 hips are exactly alike. You pull your heart through, shoulders down, and chest lifts, and then you can soften the chin back down. And connect to your breath on the exhale. You may be able to go a little bit deeper. Finish it, and then slide your left foot back. Come on to all fours. Set your hands flat. Draw your belly in. Kick your left leg straight back in space. Flex the ankles so the right hip stacks on top of the right knee. Left hand down. Reach your right arm forward. Draw your belly in. Flatten your back. Feel your core. Exhale, right elbow to your left knee. Squeeze. Inhale, kick back, reach forward. Exhale, elbow to the knee, squeeze. Inhale, kick back, reach forward. Exhale, elbow to the knee. Good job. Kick back, reach forward, right hand down. Chin low, tuck your right toes. Use your belly, press back, 3-legged dog. Left leg straight, using the evenness. Placing the weight into the hands. Connect to your core. Step your left foot all the way through. Sole of your left foot down. Straighten your right leg. Bring the heel forward over the big toe. Float your arms back by your sides. Power lunge. Use your arms as active as they are when you're doing your yogi push-ups. Wonderful. Bring your hands back down to the ground. Step back into a high plank. Big toes together. Knit the ribs in. Belly draws. Bend the arms. Last 3. Press up. Bend the arms. Press up. Bend the arms. Press up. Lift your hips. Downward facing dog. Feet hip width apart. And you should feel a little deeper with a longer breath in your downward facing dog. Be here. That's it. And feel the hands claw the mat with your fingertips. Bring your big toes together. Bend your knees. Look forward. And exhale. Take 2 light steps to the top of the mat. Inhale. Lift halfway. Hands slide up the shins. Chest forward. Exhale. Fold. Hands back to the ground. Forehead to the knees. Inhale. Rise. Circle the arms up. No big rush. Exhale. Bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale, arms up. I say if you're rushing, you're the only one rushing. Exhale, dive forward, fold. Yoga is the breath practice in you. Take an inhale, lift halfway. Plant the hands, step back into a high plank. Together, take an inhale. Exhale, bend the arms, lower halfway down, chaturanga. Tops of the feet, inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, lift your hips. And come back into a neutral spine, downward facing dog. So from the extension, it's going to pump you up a little bit. Need a little energy in the back bend. Just make sure you're using your legs and to support that process of creating the extension with length and then lift. Left foot down, inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right knee to your right elbow. Inhale, kick it back and up. Exhale, right knee to your left elbow. Inhale, kick back and up. Listen, right big toe on the back of your left ankle. Press your left heel down. Feel the stretch in the back of your left leg. Keep your right foot where it is. Start to walk your hands back to your feet and let your right foot go flat behind your left foot. Okay, so now it's like you're slalom skiing. Right foot is behind your left foot. And then you can play in keeping your hands down or place the hands behind the head. Draw to the inner thighs, turn your elbows wide, and work to flatten your back. Feel your inner thighs draw back. Put more weight into your right heel. Press down into the ball of your left foot, and keep the head into your hands. If that's too much in your low back, just keep your hands on the ground. Suck your belly in for 5, 4, 3, 2. Slowly come down, hands to the ground. Walk your hands forward. Feel that right heel lift. Back to where we started. Left leg strong. Float your right leg back up and step your right foot all the way through. Inhale, rise. Reach your arms up. Crescent warrior. Hands behind your head. Strong upper back. Bend your left leg. Bring the knee all the way down onto the mat. Feel your front heel balance. Inhale, shoulders down. Lift your chest up. Peel the elbows wide. Lift out of your lower spine. And take a breath from elbow to elbow. Bring your gaze forward. Reach your arms up. Standing back on your left knee. You're vertical. T-twist. Right arm back, left arm forward. And right arm is reaching back as strong as your left arm is reaching forward. Take your right hand to your low back. Roll your shoulders down. Reach your left arm up and breathe into your left side body. And you might even feel it in the front of your left thigh. Okay, there's no need to lift the gaze. Right shoulder away from the ear. Breathe for 3, 2. And gaze and left hand down to the ground. Soften your right hand to the mat. Lift your back knee. Toes were already tucked. Step back into a plank pose. Feel your body in plank. Take an inhale. Outer edge of your right foot. Side plank. You've been. Take your left arm up. And find the light line across your chest. Pull your belly in. And side plank. Feel. Great strength, you guys. Bring your gaze and left hand down. Gently land back into your plank push-up. Belly in, lift your hips, downward facing dog. And feel it all back to your base and a little looser every time from your hips to your low back. Right foot stays down. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, knee to your left elbow. Inhale, kick back and up. Exhale, knee to your right elbow. Inhale, back and up. Left big toe, back of your right ankle, press it down. And so you're setting up your slalom ski. Walk your hands back to your feet. Left foot goes flat, toes behind your right heel. So notice how you feel it more in the front leg hamstring. So use the back leg heel to connect to your core. If you're just getting used to it, hands can stay on the ground. Little balance check, float your hands. And then for strength, hands behind the head. Weight into the left heel, push down into the ball of your front foot. Elbows wide, work into the flat back. Inner thighs draw back. You can do it. A nice testament of connecting inner thighs, low belly, upper back. You've all gotten stronger over the last 7 months. And bring your hands back down. Walk the hands forward. We come back to where we started. Right heel heavy, hips high. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, big step. Should feel light. Come all the way through to lunge. Inhale, rise. Reach your arms up. Exhale, hands behind your head. Use your upper back, belly like break. Start to bend your right leg. Lower the knee down. Lower the knee down. Touch the knee all the way to the ground. Shoulders down, elbows wide. Now we can peel the heart open and lift your chin. Breathe into the extension. Legs are working. Front heel. Feel it ground. Lessen the grip in your toes. Take a deep breath into your nose. Yes, gaze forward. Reach your arms up. Stand back on your right knee. You're vertical. T-twist. Left arm back, right arm forward. And we're working through the outer hips, connecting to the inner thighs. Left arm as strong as your right arm. And chest is proud. Left hand to your low back. Shoulders away from your ears. Make sure they're down. Then reach your right arm up. And feel it to your side body. Feel it to the front of your right thigh. Chin does not have to lift. And breathing as you connect strength through your lower back to straighten your right arm. And bring your gaze and right hand back to the mat. Lower your left hand down. Lift your right knee. Toes were already tucked. Step back into your high plank. Should feel good. Outer edge of your left foot, side plank. Drawing up the arm. And then reach your right arm to the sky. Turn your gaze sideways. It's all relatively light. Let your body and simply connect to the breath. And gently bring your gaze and right hand down. Pivot square. And belly in as you exhale. Bend the arms. Lower chaturanga flow. Tops of the feet. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, lift your hips. And draw back, downward facing dog. Nice and loose. Pedal it out. Bend one knee, bend the other knee. And pause the pedal. Big toes together, heels up. Bend the knees, 2 steps or a little hop to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend the legs. This should feel pretty light. Utkatasana, hips low, reach your arms up. And check in with the chair. Feel your base, foundation, and exhale, swing your arms back and chest to your knees. Inhale, reach your arms forward and up. Exhale, your arms back, chest to your knees. On this pace, inhale, arms forward and up. Exhale, arms back, chest to your knees. 2 more. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swing the arms back. 1 more. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swing the arms back. You got it. Inhale, rise, stand up, legs straight, palms touch. Exhale, dive, forward fold, hands to the mat. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen your spine, stretch. Plant the hands, 2 big steps back into your high plank. Feel your legs strong, pull your hips back, down dog. Hands stay, left foot down, step your right foot in between your hands, and straighten your front leg out. Crawl the hands back and so that your wrists are under your shoulders. And then let's take some of the curve out of the spine. Pull your hips up, pull your heart through. Do it again. Pull your hips up and then pull your heart through. Feel the hamstring, look down at the top of your right foot. Left hand is your kickstand. Reach your right arm up to twist with straight legs. And last thing to turn, gaze sideways. And if you're getting the sensation, the outside of your right thigh, excellent. It's a little switch. Gaze and right hand down. Feel your hands. Use your core. Slide your right foot back, down dog. And then switch. Step your left foot forward. Step your right foot forward to the outside of your left foot. Now take your hands on the back of your right calf. Turn your elbows out. And press your feet down. Drop your head. Shoulders away from your ears. All this length in the back of your right leg. Bring your hands back around in front. Lift halfway. Bring your right foot back inside. Float your left leg back and up, standing splits. And my right hip is stacked over the right heel. Right hand down, open your left hip. It's like a side plank, but it's Ardha Chandrasana. Feel all that space in your right leg, all the strength in your upper back. Pull your heart forward as you kick straight. If you wobble, if you fall out, all good. Take a breath and come back in. And square your hips. Left hand comes down. Big step, left foot back into a lunge. Let your right leg bend. Take the edge off of the hamstring. Pull your heart center forward. Inhale. Exhale, float your arms in front like Utkatasana. Pull your pelvis back. Draw your low belly in. Lift your wrist a little higher. Breathe for 3. Bend that front leg, knee over heel. 2. And 1. Bring your hands down. Step back into your high plank. Feel your legs lift your hips, downward facing dog. Excellent. Seal your lips. And keep loosening into your pelvis so that you can draw with your belly. Feel strong in your core. Step your left foot forward. Straighten your front leg out. Crawl the hands back under your shoulders. Okay, we'll do it again. So the back heel is high. And draw your hips up and pull your heart forward. Take a breath. Hips up. Pull your chest forward. Okay, we're flattening the back. You got it. Breathe into the sensation of the hamstring back of the leg. And the fingertips on the mat are just creating more length in the arms to support the lower spine. If you go flat hands, you're fine. Belly in. You slide your left foot back. Little switch. Right foot steps forward. And left foot outside your right foot. Pinky toes meet. And take your hands on the back of your left calf. Interlace the fingers. Pull the elbows wide. And it's all back to that idea, the slalom ski. Elbows out, head down. Shoulders away from your ears. Breathe into it. You work the belly, especially if you're getting some achiness in your low back. Work the belly and then have a little bend to your knees. Bring your hands back around in front. Left foot comes inside your right foot. We're as straight as we can be in the legs. Float your right leg back. Setting all the weight into your left foot. Open your right hip. And then like your side plank, draw your right arm up. And press it out through your heels. Draw it through your heart center. Shoulders back. The eyes can even move forward a little bit. Make sure your breathing wobbles are normal. Adjusting, falling out, coming back in, totally normal. Square, gaze and right hand down, belly in. Set the hands, float, step back, come into your lunge, soft landing. Bend your front leg. And you feel the lift in the base of the pelvis. Float your arms forward. Stay with your lunge, wrist up. 3, 2, hands down, step back, come into your high plank. Strong legs, flex your belly, squeeze your low abdominals, lift your chin. Feel your arms nice and straight, claw the mat with your fingertips. Great, you guys. On the exhale, bend the arms, lower chaturanga. Tops of the feet, inhale, upward facing dog. And as you exhale, lift your bum, downward facing dog. Hey, remember that little pedal? Bend one knee, bend the other knee. And gaze to your hands, lift both heels. Bend your knees, 2 steps or a little hop to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Roll the weight into your toes, pop the heels up. Keep the knees together, bend your legs, sit down, double toe stand. So we're all up into the balls of the feet. Inner knees, inner heels squeeze. And bring your hands to your heart, stack the line of your spine. Focus your gaze on one spot. Chest lifting into your thumbs, belly button dropping down. Inhale. Exhale, hover your bum 3 inches off your heels. Set your bum back down onto your feet. Take a nice deep breath in and full breath out. Spread your knees apart. Stand the balls of your feet. Reach your arms forward. And so we're balancing belly in as you roll the hips and heels back. Reach your arms forward. You got it. Now your arms, elbows around the front of your shins. Okay, release the hands, reach back in between the heels of your feet and your bum. Okay, then bring your bum back down and set your chin lower. Gaze into the mat, take the kinks out of your neck, and breathe with all the sensation you're getting in your feet. And through your arms, hopefully not any kinks in your neck. Soften your chin more if you need to. And breathe into your upper back. Bring your hands back around in front. Inhale, lift your chest like a halfway lift. And set your right hand behind you. Set your left hand behind you and come all the way down onto your bum. Keep your feet in this shape, big toes together, and your arms reach out in front of you. So your knees, if you lean forward, your knees are going to go into the outer arms. Squeeze them in. And then start to walk the feet so you can rock back onto your sacrum and lift your feet up. Okay, you're doing crow pose from your bum, knees squeezing into your outer arms. Flex your wrists, push your arms back out into your knees, and you'll feel all this width going across your upper back. Okay, little elevation to your chin, feel your belly coming in. You got it. At the end of your next exhale, this is good work. Bring your knees together, reach your arms out by your sides. Inhale here. Exhale, lower halfway down to hover. Inhale here. Exhale, lower down to hover. Low back on the mat. Cross your left leg over your right leg. Bring your knees into your chest. Hands behind your head. Hold your legs up, shaking. You can hear it in my voice. Take an inhale. Exhale, crunch. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Uncross, bring your knees in, lay your head down onto the ground. Hey, like we started, kick both legs up to the sky. Yes, reach your arms over your head. Kick up through your feet. Reach out through your fingertips. Take an inhale. Exhale, use the legs. Rock up to a seat. Plant your bum. Reach your arms up. Excellent. Cross your legs. No hands. Bring them in front. Roll over your shin. Step back into your downward facing dog. Take a breath in through your nose. You got it. Breath out of your nose. Inhale, your right leg lifts. Big step, right foot in between your hands. Pivot your back heel down flat. Warrior 2, inhale, rise. Shoulders over your hips. Arms out into a T. So it's exploring the sensations that appear in your body. Never the same twice. This Warrior 2, not the same Warrior 2 as yesterday. Feel your lung capacity. Tops of the shoulders down. Upper back, shoulder blades squeeze. Flip the right palm. Inhale to reverse your Warrior 2. And exhale, windmill your hands down. Pivot on your back toes. Step back into a hovered right foot, three-legged plank pose. Lift your chin, breathe in. Exhale, knee to your nose, squeeze. Inhale, kick back, look forward. Exhale, knee to your nose, squeeze. Inhale, kick back, look forward. Exhale, knee to your nose, listen, kick back, look forward. Knee to your chest, keep your head up. Roll into your left toes, land your right knee in between your thumbs. Slide your left knee back, untuck your toes. Okay, we're going to try to get into that back, or you say left hip and psoas muscle. So stay up and start to walk your hands forward and off to the right. And so if you turn the chest to the right, and you might have to go down or up, and then you're working and to feel the stretch. Left side of your belly, lower versus higher. And a feeling in your psoas muscle stretch. And so it's length and then twist. And to find it. Once you find it, if you think you found it, sit on it with your breath. Seal your lips and breathe in through your nose. And finish your exhale. Bring your gaze back down. Crawl your hands back, straight arms. Look down, tuck your back toes. Low belly lifts your hips. And step back into your downward facing dog. Left big toe on the back of your right ankle. And stand on that right heel. Wonderful. Bring your big toes together to touch. Lift your heels up. Bend your knees 2 steps or light hop to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. You got it. Pop the heels. Squeeze the knees. Bend the legs. Sit, double toe stand. It's a little balanced and standing. Hands to your heart center, vertical through your spine. In great position if your mind loves to live in the rewind of life. And come here. And he draws you in. Knees squeeze, heels squeeze. Lift your bum 3 inches off your heels. Soften your bum back down to your heels. Feet stay. Spread your knees apart. Okay, this time spread your knees as wide as you can. Reach your arms straight up. Hook your thumbs. Turn your elbows in. Hands to your heart center. You can stay here feeling your feet. If you would like to work on your Kakasana, like Bakasana, bring your hands down. Okay, you did it on your bum last time. Now, lift your bum up. Knees above your arms or above your elbows. Bend the arms. Gaze slides forward, and then your feet will lift off the mat. Great. Bring your feet down softly. Knees are already wide. Take the hands behind your hips. Roll back onto your bum. Set your bum. Bring your knees together. Kick your legs out in front. Arms by your sides. Lower halfway down. Connect to your belly. Connect to your breath. Lower down to hover. And cross your right leg over your left leg. Bring your knees into your chest. Hands behind your head. Take an inhale. Exhale, crunch. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down, feet to the ground. Arms by your sides. And tuck your thumbs under your bum. Sit on the back of your hands. Okay, you got it. Kick your legs straight up towards the ceiling. So that creates the space in your low back. And then rock your hands out. Reach your arms over your head. Kick through your heels. Feel your legs. Use that lever and rock up to a seat. Draw through your heart. Pull your wrists back. Great. No hands. Cross your legs. And bring your hands out in front. Roll over your shins. Step back into a downward facing dog. Excellent. Take a deep breath in. Full breath out. Right foot stays. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, big step, left foot all the way through. Pivot your back heel down. Feel the space between the knees. Inhale, rise up, warrior two. Nice, soft, steady gaze. Feel the sensations. Remember, this warrior two is not yesterday's warrior two. Flip your left palm. Inhale to reverse your warrior. Exhale, windmill your hands down. Plant, pivot, kick back to a hover. Three-legged plank, left toes float. Lift your chin. Feel your hands, breathe in. Exhale, knee to your nose, crunch. Inhale, kick back, look forward. Exhale, knee to your nose, crunch. Inhale, kick back, look forward. Exhale, knee to your nose. Good work. Kick back, look forward. Knee to your chest. Bring it down in between your hands. Sit on your left heel. Slide your right knee back. Untuck the toes. And so you could feel, like I could feel the right side is totally tighter, or it's a grip or something, right, in the anatomical relationship of the body. It just feels more. Walk your hands forward and then find it. So it's a little ornate and to find. I'm not saying you have to do anything like we were talking about. The pose doesn't have to necessarily look a certain way. You're drawing up in length and then twisting and to find the sensation. Okay, low side of your belly, right side of your pelvis, muscle called your psoas. And when you find it, sit on it with breath. And this pose will help us and feel as though we're 6 inches taller. At the end of this practice, you might be standing up a little more free, a little more straight. Bring your gaze back, walk your hands back. And as you look down, tuck your back toes, draw your belly in, lift your hips, and step back into a downward facing dog. Right big toe, back of your left heel, and press it down towards the ground. Bring your right foot back inside. Left foot stays heavy. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step right foot in between your hands. Straighten your front leg. Any amount. Now pivot your back heel down like you do in Warrior Two. Pull your hips back. Right hand can stay on the ground. And then like your side plank last time, reach your left arm up, Utthita Trikonasana. Pull your right armpit forward as you draw your right hip crease back. Work your right leg straight. If that's not happening, right hand is on the shin, create a little more space so you can breathe, and then take your top arm all the way over. And now what you've prepped yourself for, strengthen the legs, belly and back, is to float your right arm forward, parallel to your left arm, and you're running your side bodies like train tracks, even length on both sides. And bring your right hand down, reach your left arm back up, and bring your gaze and left hand down, square your chest over your right knee. Pivot your back heel high. Pull your heart forward like you're looking out over the edge, top edge of your mat. Transfer the weight, as little bend to the knees as possible, and float your left leg up. Take your hands, grab onto the back of your right calf. Inhale, lift halfway, and exhale, draw your chest, forehead down. Plenty of balance. Breathe for 5, 4, 3, curl your left heel in, reach back with your right hand, grab for the inside of your foot. Nice. Float your left arm forward and draw yourself all the way up. Reach your left arm to the sky. Left leg is bent, heel into your bum. Drop your belly button back in and gaze out in front. Remember that feeling 6 inches taller? Let your left foot go. Reach your right arm up. And let's see how we did. Feel your feet. Take a nice deep breath into your body. And exhale, forward fold. Bring your hands down to the ground. And bend the knees, step, step. Come back into your down dog. Last side, everyone. Palms down. You got it. Right foot heavy. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step your left foot all the way through. Straighten your front leg out. Pivot your back heel down like a warrior 2 foot. Left hand stays down on the ground and draw your right arm up like your side plank. You've been doing it all afternoon. You can always put your left hand onto your shin. More space to breathe. Pull your left armpit forward as you draw your left hip crease back. Reach your top arm over. And feel your feet, you're prepped, you're ready, legs, belly, and back. Float your left arm forward, palms face, side bodies like train tracks. Left hand comes down, right arm goes up. Take an inhale. Nice and easy. Exhale, right hand down. Square your chest over your left knee. Pivot your back heel high. As little bend to the knees as possible. Use your core, base of your pelvis. Float your right leg up. And hands onto your left calf. Balance. Inhale, lift. And exhale, fold. Forehead towards the knee. Especially if this is your non-dominant leg, breathe into it. Curl your right heel in. Left hand grabs for the top of your right foot. Right hand to your heart center or reaching forward. And then you're drawing yourself all the way up to stand. We've made some kind of progress. Keep the heel into the bum. Tailbone down. Thanks for the mail. And reach up through your right arm. Plenty of space. Slowly release your right foot down onto the ground. And reach your left arm up and feel your 6 inches in length. Take a breath in. And this time exhale your hands to your heart center. And bow your chin into your chest if you can feel your feet. And close your eyes. Sweet, sweet, sweet release here. Openness. Expansion, the real you. Beautiful job. If you'd like some water, please take a sip. And then turn around to lie down onto your backs like we started, with your legs straight. You feel your body supported by the ground as you lie down. You flatten your back. Rather than tucking the shoulder blades in, press through your elbows. Let your shoulder blades soften out. And then feel. So right here at the top of the belly, feel that part of your body. Right? If you take the 4 fingers on your right hand and then place them right there at the top of your belly. And close your eyes. And place your focus on the center of your forehead. As you release and relax all the muscles on the face. Yeah, I can feel it, you guys, and did not force this practice today. Will you feel the intensity of the practice? Yes, we sure will. And yet the resiliency of being a human being. If we are so fortunate and to find ourselves in a position like this, a place to acknowledge peace and kindness and love and compassion for ourselves first. Take a big breath in on the exhale, let it go. Bring your arms down by your sides. And release completely here on your back. And keep your legs straight, but bring them together, please. Take your arms over your head. Give yourself a nice big stretch. You always say in these classes, well, they're being recorded, so it could be morning, afternoon, evening. I'm just so happy to have you here and practicing and connecting. And hopefully feeling this opportunity with a little bit more space physically, mentally, and in between your emotions. And bend your legs, feet flat, arms can come down. You can let your knees fall in towards each other and take both of your hands, rest them onto your belly. And thank you all for entertaining the shapes, filling them out with the breath. It's really, really that you're engaged and you're willing to go with this flow where it's literally your breath guiding you through your practice in your body. and really never doing the same thing twice. So while you can realize the familiarity of the poses, you can also connect the beautiful energy that these warrior twos today, they weren't yesterday's warrior twos, they're not tomorrow's warrior twos. So putting ourselves here every day. Okay, we're here every day at noon, so please share the practice. Send it out there. Everybody can do this. Right? You have the privacy of your home and to do it in, and we can't wait to see you all back in the studio. Have a beautiful Saturday, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow for our Sunday. Namaste.